These three YouTube videos sell digital products passively and will blow up your business. I mean, once I started to implement this, I started to make life-changing income online in my business in about 3 months. And I have a member of my community that just made 10K and he doesn't even have one video that has gotten more than 30 views. He doesn't need to have the most views. He just needs to have the right views from the right people over and over and over again. And it's because he has a combination of these three videos. And it's only going to take me about 5 minutes to break it down. So if you don't have 5 minutes to spare, then you're probably just keep on consistently posting the wrong stuff and wondering why you're not getting the results that you want. And if you want to keep on doing the wrong things over and over and over again, by all means, that's your prerogative. But look, a combination of these three videos is absolutely going to be a game changer for you. And the first type of video is what I like to call authority videos. Now, with your authority videos, this is where you are going to be teaching your systems or teaching your frameworks. And why these authority videos work is because they make people trust you. And we're living in the trust economy right now. People buy things from people that they know, like, and trust. So the whole purpose of these authority videos is to position you as the go-to expert within your space or within your niche. And you teach the what and the why behind whatever the problem is that you're covering in the video. So a lot of times people are really holding themselves back mentally because they're not this perceived expert within their space, but they don't realize this. People don't teach because they're experts. People become experts because they teach. So the number one way for you to become the trusted authority in your space is to consistently show up with these authorities type videos so people will start to perceive you as the expert. And you don't have to have a lot of views to become a perceived expert within your space. You just need to consistently show up for people, right? So some examples of these authority type videos would be something like a free course, or something like a tutorial, or something that breaks down a system or framework that you do, your unique process, or some type of deep breakdown. Now, something that I recently experimented with that I'm seeing great results for me and for people that I've told to do this is this free course right here, all right? Now, your free course, this is going to be, let me get this out the way. This is going to be some type of in-depth training that teaches something valuable from start to finish. You're literally going to break down everything from A to Z. Now, when I tell people to do this, the number one question that I get back consistently is, well, if I have a digital product to sell, why would I tell every single thing for free? Then why would they buy something from me? What would I sell? If you're worried about giving away too much for free, then for one, you don't know enough. You need to work on acquiring more information. But secondly, it's a win-win across the board for everybody, because majority of people, like the higher majority of people, 90-something% of people that watch content on YouTube, they're not going to do anything with the information that they learned anyways. They stay stuck in analysis paralysis, and then they just go watch one video about this thing and then go watch another video about the thing, and over and over and over and over and over again. But they'll feel indebted to you because you are adding value to them, and they're going to show up over and over again. Secondly, if somebody does get a result from your free content on YouTube, guess what they're going to do? They're going to feel like they owe something to you. They're either going to buy something, or something that's even more valuable than that, they're going to give you a testimonial, and they're going to reach back to you and tell you how you changed their life. And then you can use that in your content, in your marketing, in your branding, in your messaging that will get more sales for you as well. And then you'll wow people because they're like, man, if I got so much value for free in this, what am I going to get once I pay, right? So it's a win-win all across the board, and something that so many people are missing out on, the opportunity of a lifetime on YouTube. And here's the thing about opportunities of a lifetime. The opportunity of a lifetime only lasts for the lifetime of the opportunity. But so many people are just thinking about getting paid right now that they're missing out on it. And so many people are missing out on these opportunities because of paycheck isn't attached to it, not realizing that you'll make the money on the back end. Amateurs get paid on the front end, experts get paid on the back end. But everybody's thinking about views. How many views can I get? When views is not the metric. Or how many subscribers can I get? When subscribers is not the metric. The metric is watch time or watch hours. So usually, whether you're doing a free course, some type of tutorial, something breaking down the system or framework, or these deep breakdowns, a lot of times these videos aren't going to be the videos that get the most amount of views for you. And that's why so many people don't want to do it. Because like, oh, if it doesn't get views, what's the purpose? But it's going to get a lot of watch time. So if I give you an example of this, like I said, I've recently experimented with this and I did a free course. I did a 5-hour free course, or really almost 5.5 hours, 5 hours and 27 minutes, right? This is something that I recently did about a month and a half ago. It doesn't have the most amount of views, but this is turning into a monster for my channel because of the watch hours. So like I said, month and a half is doing decent views wise, but from what people think on YouTube, hasn't gotten the most amount of views yet, but it's getting the right views. So this is about 6,000 people that have viewed this YouTube video. But out of these views, think about the watch time. This has already gotten over 2,000 hours of watch time in about a month's time. And it's growing my audience base and it's making some money on the back end. YouTube AdSense dollars, that's not a business strategy. It's always just some extra money on YouTube. I scratched it out there, but it's making some decent money. But here's the thing, look. A month and a half later, it's still getting hundreds of views every 2 days, right? So this is starting to become a monster for my channel because as you can see here, this views is going up and it's going up and it's going up over time. But outside of that, over time, it's this watch time, this watch hours, 2,000 hours of watch time. In an economy where Google has done a study that says that it takes people 7 hours in order to make a purchasing decision, how long do you think that it takes somebody to get that 7 hours worth of content from me? They can get a majority of that in one video. Now, I'm not saying for you that you have to go and you have to make some behemoth of a YouTube video that's 5.5 hours, but really break down something from A to Z, even if it's 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, right? Make something that can be a monster of watch time hours for you, and it'll be a slow trickle of views over time. But this behemoth of a video, 6 months later, 1 year later, a year and a half later, will be a valuable asset on your channel that really builds your authority within your space. And then you can always direct more traffic to it in your end cards or in your end screens on your YouTube videos, or in your community tabs or your posts on your YouTube videos and whatnot, or in your descriptions or in your comments and whatnot. And you can lead and direct people back to it. And then also when you make the second and the third type of videos that I'm going to break down in this video, and YouTube is getting good signals that people are getting value from that, guess what? They're going to suggest this behemoth of a video to them as well. It's going to build not only your influence, it's going to build your impact. And then by a byproduct of that is that your income is going to grow as well, right? So the reason why these sell your offers are because they build instant credibility. They show that you know your stuff. It starts the trust process because remember, people buy things from people that they know, like, and trust. And then it makes the viewers want to learn more from you. So just a few examples of how you can do this in different niches, because this literally works for anything. Say that you're somebody in e-commerce. You could say how to build a Shopify store step by step, or you could do product research for beginners. Somebody in fitness could show skinny guys how to build muscles, or the complete workout guide from A to Z. Somebody that's in podcasting, for example, could say how to start a podcast, the complete podcast setup guide, right? Somebody in personal finance, how to budget and save more money, or investing for beginners step by step. So I just came up with some examples just so you can plug and place, because this can work and does work in any and every niche. So these authority videos, they educate, and then educated viewers, they trust you, and then trusted viewers buy. And that's how we make the money from an authority video. Now, the second type of video is going to be what I call a proof video, right? So in a proof video, you're showing the results, and results, they make people believe you. So look, the whole purpose of this is to prove that your method works. So with the proof video, you want to show real results, real people, and real data. So with this, it can be some type of case study. It can be some type of analytical breakdown that you're talking about. It can be some example of you showing somebody else that you've helped, some of their results. And it can be you actually breaking down the process step by step of how those actual results were achieved, right? So the reason why these proof videos work is because, for one, they remove this doubt and skepticism that people have. And online, everybody is skeptical, as they should be, and they have every right to be. I actually advise people to be skeptical, but you can easily combat that skepticism with actual proof, right? And then you're demonstrating and you're showing how your process actually works. And this creates belief and confidence from your actual viewer, right? And then it actually shortens the buying decision. So I'd said that Google had done this study that it takes 7 hours for somebody to make a purchasing decision. That's just some study that they did, right? That's not a rule of thumb. Sometimes people that buy something on the first encounter from you, other people, it may take them 6 months. Somebody else, it may take them 2 years, right? Don't worry about the time that it takes somebody to make a purchasing decision. Just focus on building your brand authority, your brand recognition, and your authority over time. And just let time do its thing. And you're going to be meeting people along different parts of their journey at different time points, right? But proof helps shorten that decision right there. So an example of me, this is a proof video. And what I like about this video too, this is a video that I did about 2 years ago, right? As of today, 2 years ago, this video is still getting views every single day, hundreds of views every single day. Sometimes they go up, sometimes they go down. But on a monthly basis, this is one of the top performers on my YouTube channel, month after month after month after month, about 2 years later. That's why I'm so pro YouTube, because YouTube is the only platform that has this type of compounding power over time. Short form content like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, it's literally here today, gone tomorrow. For most people, here today, gone today. And I've built audiences on those other platforms. I left them cold turkey, started going all in on YouTube. Actually, the same year that I made this video, right? In 2024. People don't know my biggest platform is Instagram. Everybody on Instagram thinks that I've disappeared, but I haven't. That's another thing that I learned. Audience doesn't travel, but where do you want to build your audience? I said that I would much rather have 10,000 YouTube subscribers than 100,000 Instagram followers. I've proven myself to be right, because at the time when I got off of social media 100% and decided to focus and lock in on YouTube and build it up from scratch, I had over 120 something thousand Instagram followers. I had like 14 or 15,000 TikTok followers. Cut it off cold turkey, said this has to work. I'm not giving myself any other option but to make this work, and I proved myself to be right. 10,000 YouTube subscribers were way more valuable than 100,000+ followers on Instagram and tens of thousands of followers on TikTok, right? And this is why. Because if you see this video right here, majority of this traffic is coming in from search. All right. YouTube is not only the biggest streaming platform, period. Out of all of them, it's bigger than Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, all that stuff. But YouTube is the second biggest search engine on the planet because Google, which is the biggest search engine, owns YouTube. So this video has been bringing in views for years because it's searchable. And people are searching for a problem that they're going through, and then I make the content that they're actually searching for. This is an asset on my YouTube channel that's building my income, impact, and influence over time, right? But this one video, I'm showing the results, I'm showing the proof, and then I'm showing the process breakdown behind that actual proof. And then I also show how that same thing has worked for other people, right? Now, here's just a few examples that you could use in whatever niche or industry that you're in, right? So these are things that are going to be plug and place, right? Say that somebody's in fitness, they can show some type of client transformation, how somebody lost 30 pounds in 90 days, or they can use their own results as an example of a case study to say how they built their online coaching business if they're helping other fitness trainers or other people that are looking to monetize their fitness business online, whether that be through clients or through informational digital products and whatnot, all right? Let's say that somebody's cooking. They could say how they went from 0 to 1 million views with a cooking channel or whatever the view count is, right? Or if they have a cookbook that they've monetized, they could talk about how their cookbook sales. They could give a case study behind their cookbook sales. Because online, the three main money makers are going to be health, wealth, and relationships. And no matter what your niche is, if you can figure out a way to bring it down to one of those three, then it's going to be a money maker. Somebody in productivity, they could say something like how I 10x my productivity as a solopreneur. They could say something about the system that saved me 20 plus hours per week. Think about that. Every single body out here is always talking about how they wish there was more hours in a day and how there's just no time. Well, somebody would love to have a step-by-step video that's showing a proven system on how somebody else or how you saved 20 hours per week if you happen to be in the productivity niche, right? So this is just some examples across the board. You can pause it, screenshot it or whatever, so you can kind of plug and place for whatever it is that you talk about. But these proof videos, they turn claims into conviction. When people see results, they believe that it can work for them too. And belief is the number one thing that's holding people back in whatever it is that they want to do. People think that they don't have any belief, but what they don't realize is that faith and doubt both require belief. If you believe that you can do something, you have belief in you receiving the desired outcome. If you think that you can't do something, that still takes belief. You believe that you are going to receive an undesired outcome, right? So when you have these proof videos, you build belief in somebody else that what you're talking about can work for them too, because they may not have gotten to the point of where they believe in themselves yet, but they can believe in you to be somebody that will help them achieve that desired result that they want, right? Now, the third type of video, and this is the most powerful of the three, and so many people are scared to make these, and they're story videos. And story videos, they create the connection with somebody through the screen. So think about this. As entrepreneurs, or what I like to call contentpreneurs, right? Well, not content creators, but a contentpreneur is somebody that thinks business first and they use the content to drive traffic and leads and sales to their business, to their offers, to their digital products, and to their communities, right? Well, all that people want to do is go from where they are right now, which is their current situation, and they want to get to their desired situation. That's it. And our job with our offerings and our digital products and whatnot is to close this gap right here. And this gap is what I call the transformation gap. People, they don't want more information. People, they could care less to buy whatever your product is or whatever the actual vehicle of this transformation is, right? But they just desire a result, and the result is simply just a transformation. And our offer needs to close this transformation gap right here, right? Well, with our content, our story videos create the connection that closes the gap to the trust factor and the know, like, and trust factor. And remember, people buy things from people that they know, like, and trust. So story videos make people connect with you. We close that gap. And the whole purpose of this is to turn the viewer into a believer that feels seen and understood. And here's the thing that you need to understand about feelings. The only reason why humans do anything is because they feel like it. The only reason we buy anything is because we feel like it. The only reason why anybody will invest their most valuable asset that they own, which is their time, because we can't get any of that time back. So when somebody is watching a video of yours, they're investing the most valuable thing that they own in their life, right? And if they can feel like you see them, if they can feel like you know them, if they can feel like you know their pain points and what they've been through and what they're struggling with, that closes that connection gap on the trust factor. And that's why we have to really know who it is that we're speaking to and really be locked in with our avatar and know who it is that we're talking to, so we know what it is that they're going through, so we know what to make specifically for them. Something that really helps me in this is that any and everything that I do online, whether that be in content creation, product creation, in stuff that I create and formulate and cultivate for my community, I'm only helping my former self. All of my videos, I'm only talking to the past me from 1, 3, 5, 10 years ago, because I know the pain that I went through. I know the struggles that I went through. I've been through some extreme lows, and I'm doing my best to make sure that somebody else that is going along the journey that I've been through doesn't have to go through that same exact stuff. And a lot of stuff becomes a lot easier as well because I know exactly what I needed. So think about that. We all say hindsight's 20/20. Why is it? Because we now have the knowledge and information that we didn't have back then. That's why we all say, oh, if I knew what I knew now back then, or if I knew then what I know now, right? That's all that I do. And my stories help connect people with me to where they leave comments like, man, it feels like you're talking directly to me. How do you know my story? Get out of my mind. You spying on me? But they don't realize that I was them, right? So some examples of these would be personal stories or a lesson from your actual experience, right? Your failures and how you came back from that failure. Everybody online is trying to look so perfect and dandy and professional and winning. When that doesn't connect with people, the failures do. An example that I love to use for this is Nike, right? Nike, as a kid growing up in the 90s, Nike was so cool, and Michael Jordan was, everybody want to be like Mike. But for me and so many others, it wasn't Michael Jordan's alien-like abilities to why we loved him. Nike had a commercial to where he wasn't even in his uniform. He was just walking down the tunnel to the game in a trench coat and a suit. In slow motion, he's talking about how many times he failed. And then that's why he succeeded. Then the Jumpman symbol came up. It was like, dang, Michael Jordan got cut from his high school team. Michael Jordan lost at this. Michael Jordan missed this many game winners. Michael Jordan, well, my get right moments, I can succeed too, right? Think about your favorite music artists. A lot of times we connect to the pain and the struggles that our favorite artists have gone through. Those pitfalls and those failures that you've been through, share those. There's so many other people that are going through what you have been through or are going through, to where that's really going to connect with people. And a lot of people, they're scared to tell their story because they're thinking that people are going to be judgmental of it, not realizing that that is what is going to make people gravitate towards you, right? Or you can tell the stories of other people that you've helped before, and you can tell some type of like behind the scenes story. Like you can show the real process of what it is that you've been through, not just the polished highlights, right? So if I use myself as an example, this video right here, and I had gone back and forth in my head for a long time on if I should make this video or not. This video, it breaks down when I was at the absolute lowest point that I've ever been through in my life, and I randomly just called my pops one day, and he just told me he asked me, have you read your Bible? I was like, man, no. And he's like, open your Bible. And I just randomly opened the Bible, and the first thing that I saw changed my life. I talk about these 3 Bible verses that absolutely changed my life, right? When I was at an absolute low point. In that story and that day is the whole reason why I even got started in what I'm doing right now. And that was a turning point to whereas I started to take control of everything. I started to play offense instead of playing defense all the time. I started to make life happen instead of just letting life happen to me. I made my very first digital product. That first digital product made a little over $900,000, which later on took my business to the 7-figure level. It's the foundation of everything that I'm doing right now. But I told a heartfelt story about an all-time low that I was in, a story of what my pops told me. And in that Bible, the first thing that I read was something in a message that he wrote to me back in 1999 when I was a kid, and I didn't even know what he was saying at the time. And it's so true to today. But that story really connected with people. That story had people literally in tears. I get comments and emails from that one video talking about how they were in tears and whatnot. That got people to connect with me on a deeper level, right? So the reason why these story videos sell is because they build that trust and relatability. It makes your message memorable. It creates an emotional investment in the people. The viewers can see themselves in your story, and that's so big too. That's why stories are so powerful. I learned that I was studying Walt Disney and Stan Lee. And I heard Stan Lee, if you don't know, well, I'm sure you know who Walt Disney is. Disney. But if you don't know who Stan Lee is the creator of Marvel, and he's created like my favorite superhero of all time, Spider-Man. Huge Spider-Man fan. But I was listening to this Stan Lee interview, and he said, and it made so much sense to me on why Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. He said in storytelling, people see themselves in the main character. And that's why they gravitate to certain characters, certain storylines, and certain arcs. And I relate a lot to Peter Parker as Spider-Man. Like when I'm watching Spider-Man movies, I'm like, that is true. I see myself as Spider-Man. Or even the Spider-Verse movies with Miles Morales. I'll probably make a storytelling video about this because I feel like a very pivotal moment in my life when I was going through some things was when I went to see the second Spider-Verse movie, Across the Spider-Verse. And there's this moment when all the Spider-Men in every universe and every multiverse, they all do this thing this one way. And Miles Morales, the Black Spider-Man, he's the one that says, nah, I'm gonna do things my own way. And he like breaks free. I'm gonna make a video about that one day, but I saw myself in Miles Morales there, and I made another pivot for some stuff that I'm doing today, right? But the viewers, they see themselves in your story, and that closes that connection gap as well. And this also inspires action because they feel understood. And one of the most powerful, valuable things that you can do as a creator is to inspire people. The late, great Nipsey Hussle, he said, the greatest human act is to inspire. I feel like I'm running my leg with that. If you're not familiar with who Nipsey Hussle is, he's my favorite artist and uh, rapper, musician, entrepreneur of all time. He said the highest human act is to inspire. I feel like I'm running my leg of that marathon right there, right? So you can either pause this or screenshot this, but this could be some examples of some things that you could do that you could just plug and play within any niche or within whatever it is that you do, whether it's something in e-commerce, fitness, photography, personal finance, cooking, podcasting, productivity. Stories sell. All three of these types of content sells, but the story videos, they connect the hearts before they connect the wallets. And remember, connection creates creativity. But with all three of these types of videos, with the story videos, with the proof videos, with the authority videos, they're going to work when you don't worry about making money or getting sales from them. What? How am I supposed to make money and get sales if I ain't worrying about making money and getting sales? You're worrying about connecting with somebody, and you're worrying about truly adding value to somebody. And people, they can tell when you're just trying to get money. That's why so many people can't sell anything, because people feel like they're being sold to. And people don't like the feeling of being sold to. Yet everybody loves to buy. Think about that conundrum right there. People, they hate the feeling of being sold to, but 100% of people love to buy stuff. Why do they love to buy stuff? Because we all, including you and I, we all buy stuff every single day, but we buy the things that we feel like buying. But every time it seems like somebody is trying to sell us stuff all day. Hey, buy my stuff. Hey, do this. Hey, buy my stuff. Hey, you gonna buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. And then every single video that they make is just talking about everything that their stuff includes. You feel like you're getting attacked by that person in the middle of the mall kiosk that you walk past 100% of the time. Why? Because you don't feel like getting sold to, and you don't know, like, or trust them. Hey, you want to buy my stuff? Hey, can I spray this cologne on your head? Can I rub this lotion on your head? Can I clean one of your shoes? You say no. And 100% of the time you walk past them and you walk into the store that you know, like, and trust, and then you buy something that you feel like buying. But they had to sell it to you, but you didn't feel like they sold it to you. So focus on truly adding value with people. Focus on building your brand authority. Focus on building your know, like, and trust factor, and focus on closing that trust connection gap right there. That's how you actually make the money, and that's how you'll build a valuable asset of a YouTube channel that compounds over time, as well as attaching an offer to that YouTube channel, whether that's an ebook, a course, some type of mentorship, a community. That will compound over time as well. And now you have two strong assets working in unison. One asset of these YouTube videos that will perform over time for years to come, as well as the offer or the product or the community that you're monetizing on the back end that will also compound over time for years to come. And you'll never have to worry about making money again. And if you want to turn your YouTube content into consistent digital product sales, then go ahead and click the link down in the description and join us Crowd at the Top community. And I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. And go ahead and check out this video right here for an absolutely free course that breaks down step by step how you can turn your YouTube channel into a powerful business with a digital product. It's Crowd at the Top.